Round two. Jose Loyola, Eric Fonoimoana battling Adam Johnson and Mike Whitmarsh. Jose Loyola was serving at 14-12. This was match point. Fonoimoana had a chance to put it away, but he could not. And Adam Johnson coming back. So that was a side out. Adam Johnson would serve next. Trailing 14-12. Trying to get to 13. And a free ball coming over. Johnson, yes! Crowd loved it. That made it 14-13. Moments later, after scoring a point, Mike Whitmarsh would serve. And Johnson was right there, trying to tie it up, but he could not, as Jose Loyola stuffed it back. Score remained tied when Loyola served. He was working on Whitmarsh. And Whitmarsh hit it out to make it 15-14, Loyola and Fonoimoana. This was match point. Eric Fonoimoana serving. And he served the ace, and that would do it. A big win for Jose Loyola and Eric Fonoimoana. So the Pool A standings, a boost for Loyola and Fonoimoana, a downer for Johnson and Whitmarsh. Match two, Pool A. Mike Whitmarsh, Jose Loyola, taking on Eric Fonoimoana and Adam Johnson. Score tied early on at 6. Fonoimoana serving, working on Whitmarsh. And this would be a point. Watch Johnson. Looping down the line. It was 7-6. Then Eric Fonoimoana, who was playing great, would serve again. Watch him. The husband and wife variety. No communication. Up to 8-6. Then Johnson would serve a little bit later. Still working on Whitmarsh. Whitmarsh getting a lot of serves. And Fonoimoana was pounding. Wasn't he? Fonoy crushed it to make it 9-6. Then Jose Loyola serving at 12-7, trying to get back into it. They had a chance on Johnson, but the ball was over. Now, free ball for Jose Loyola. This had to be a put away, didn't it? No, it wasn't. As Fonoy was up high. But a little bit later, Loyola and Whitmarsh would start to make a move. Here was the strangest play of the day. Watch Loyola. He serves it. Now Whitmarsh up to the net to block. Play continues. Whitmarsh says he didn't touch it. And Loyola's going to complain to the umpire. He didn't touch it. It should be 4 contacts. Johnson and Fonoy said, yeah, they did touch it. Eventually, Loyola and Whitmarsh would win their point to make it 13-11. Then, the second strangest play of the day would occur. Watch the collision under the net. Former teammates Jose Loyola and Adam Johnson. Loyola eating sand, but did he interfere with AJ? The referee eventually ruled that he did. The collision under the net, that made it 14-11. This was it. The final play. Whitmarsh and Johnson stuffed it. 2 crazy plays, but a big block by Adam Johnson. And Johnson and Fonoimoana had a big win. Speaking of Fonoy, in command with 2 wins and a great point differential. Adam Johnson right behind, and Jose Loyola, the reigning king of the beach, in deep trouble. Now we're setting ready for match 3 in Pool A. Jose Loyola and Adam Johnson, former teammates, going up against Eric Fonoimoana and a tired Mike Whitmarsh. This rally set it off. The opening rally, and it was a big one. Fonoy and Whitmarsh going up 1-0. Fonoy playing like a king of the beach, playing like a man possessed. Of course, Fonoy only 1 career victory in 1994, playing like he should have more. Fonoy serving at 1-0. Johnson and Loyola struggling early. Fonoy makes the great defensive play. And that made it 2-0. Eric Fonoimoana, tremendous defensive player. Watch him move now. Chugga, 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 chugga. And a good set. And the put away. So 2-zip. Fonoy serving again. And he whacks an ace. And that made it 3-0. So Jose Loyola and Adam Johnson would go down 8-2. And they were clearly in trouble. Back at the King of the Beach Invitational, Chris Marlowe and Mike Dodd. Interesting match on the championship court. Whitmarsh and Fonoy up 8-2 over the favorite team of Loyola and Johnson. Loyola and Johnson have been in it. Hit blocked again.
Again, Whitmarsh and Fonoy start the way they began the match, picking up points on the bad side. And this is what really knocks a team down psychologically. Loyola makes a great cover and then drops his arm a little, and Whitmarsh puts up a wall.
9-2. Whitmarsh and Fonoy, unbelievable, now 10-2. You know, Johnson and Loyola, they started this match with a BA, a bad attitude, and it is carried over into their play. Former partners who are no longer good friends.
It happens. The tension that was built up over last season with the breakup, they weren't able to put it behind them, at least so far.
Full timeout taken by Johnson and Loyola. Let's set it up for you one more time. The team that wins this match, say it's Whitmarsh and Fonoy, they win 15-10 or better. They will get to the final day and the Final Four and have a chance to be King of the Beach. Remember, it's individual competition. Well, one more point. We are just been told that will cook Jose Loyola, because remember, he has to win by 5 or he doesn't get in. Adam Johnson, a little different story. He's got a couple more points. So Johnson and Loyola up against it now. It's 10-2. But remember, individual competition. Jose Loyola cannot give up another point. Loyola down the line. Does he know that right now, do you think?
I think so. I think all the players at this juncture, or before the match started, knew their position and knew the point differentials and knew what they had to do to move on, because that's really the key.
Loyola, the reigning King of the Beach. What a surprise it would be if he did not qualify for the final round. Johnson is there. Chance to get a point for Johnson Loyola. And they do, as Johnson socks it as hard as he can.
Boy, that thing went ricocheting off the witness spot.
So Adam Johnson getting a point.
So they're halfway home to what they really need to do on this good side, and that's get the 5-10 side switch.
And in a good rotation, because Johnson is serving and Loyola is at the net. Fonoy and Whitmarsh have been very good so far, and they lead it by 7. Whitmarsh, easy dig normally for Johnson. Eye on the hands, could not handle it. And now Whitmarsh and Fonoy will have another opportunity.
I think that's the kind of defensive play that the players in the earlier era were just better at, digging over their head.
Whitmarsh lobbing. Loyola off Whitmarsh out of bounds. Loyola and Johnson have not given up. They are pounding away and trying to avoid giving up that important 11th point. 3 serving 10. Jose Loyola. Whitmarsh cross court, and Jose stuck. Little cement feet that time, could not go.
A little cement feet, and you hear Fonoy yelling, angle, angle, angle. That helps your teammate, and that's what this game's all about. You got to help each other.
28-year-old Eric Fonoimoana set to serve it up. Out of the qualifying round, played more matches than anybody in the tournament, as Johnson whacks one through.
He's played more matches than anyone, and he looks fresher than anyone. So that says a lot to his credit, to his winter training regime.
Tremendous physical conditioning for Eric Fonoimoana. Buffed upper body, great springs, coiled, kind of like a young Mike Dodd. Well, maybe not. 10-3, Whitmarsh and Fonoy. Hey, it's going to be 10-4. What a story this would be if Whitmarsh and Fonoy could not get to another point.
Get to 11.
They have to get to 11, at least.
Adam Johnson going cross court. That's just a great serve into the wind.
Here's AJ. Trying to recover. Jose with a dig. Looking for the point. Looking for 5. Yeah. Right back at you. It's down. Did he touch the net? Yes, he did.
He ticked the net with his shoulder on the way down, and Loyola and Johnson have gotten that 5th point.
So Loyola and Johnson, after going through a horrible spell, have come back a bit. It's 10-5, and they are still not out of it because of plays like this. Whitmarsh and Fonoy are ahead. Loyola's up high. And suddenly it is 10-6.
And with each little point that Loyola and Johnson squeeze out from the bad side, you'll see Whitmarsh and Fonoy get tighter and tighter. They need to loosen it up and really go for it. Here's a nice block by Jose Loyola.
Whitmarsh, Fonoy, their lead has shrunk to 4. See how Fonoy handles it. It buries it cross court. Loyola just missed that one. Just didn't move his hands quite quick enough.
See, Chris, that's something that just boggles my mind. When you get Loyola roofing Whitmarsh on one play, why don't you go back to him?
Exactly.
That, to me, that's another mental error. You got to keep the pressure on when you've got a guy in trouble.
I think that's one of the problems with the jump serve. You never know where it's going. So you're not exactly sure you can get it back to that guy, or maybe it's just not concentrating.
This is a great cross-court defensive play by Fonoy. Just can't get it up high enough for Whitmarsh to get under and give him a play.
So Jose Loyola will serve it up. Down 10-6. Really having to steady on the bad side. You can hear the wind whipping through our microphones. Good serve there. They're working back on Whitmarsh. Whitmarsh slugs it through. One good thing about Whitmarsh, I'm sure you will attest to this. He's a guy that doesn't give up. He keeps pounding away until he falls down.
Exactly, and it doesn't matter how tired he is. And this is working to his favor because he doesn't have to go to 15. He really, 12 is his
right.
magic number. If he can get to 12, he's going to find his way into the deal.
Johnson. There's a big block. Whitmarsh guessed right. And that is point number 11. So now Jose Loyola, the 1997 King of the Beach, he can't give up one more point or he's out.
Exactly. Whitmarsh finally pressing over and getting that block.
Fonoy serving at 11-6. And Johnson guided it out of bounds. Wow.
That is precisely why you keep the ball on the player that you blocked the first time, because he's going to come back and be thinking about that block, and as Adam did, knocked it out of bounds down the line. So we will not see Jose Loyola in the final of this event.
Johnson cross court, Fonoy with a dig. Fonoy cannot convert. At this moment, with the 12th point, Loyola has been eliminated from getting to the final. Fonoimoana is into the final, and the battle for the second spot is between that man, Adam Johnson, and the man he just served, Mike Whitmarsh. Whitmarsh has to win this match in order to advance into the Final Four.
Yes, I spoke incorrectly earlier. Whitmarsh does have to take this to 15 if he's going to make it to the final tomorrow.
Or stay ahead when the clock runs out. Clock could be a factor. 2 minutes and 44 seconds to go. Now Whitmarsh will serve. 12-6. And Loyola taps it down the line. And kind of interesting, Loyola, I'm not saying he would do this, but in this format, you have the ability to really ream your partner if you want to. If Loyola wanted to just give away the last 3 points. That would eliminate Johnson from any serious competition. So if he's really mad at him, he could get him. Although you don't see that from Jose Loyola. He keeps playing hard. Down the middle.
He could do that, but I really don't think bad blood runs that deep. That would be a callous and malicious thing to do.
It sure would.
There's prize money on each game that you'd be throwing away, and it just I think the players have too much pride to do something like that.
Keep in mind, the winning team gets $6,000 to split. The losing team gets none. So that is motivation as Johnson pumps another one out of bounds. And another point registered to Whitmarsh and Fonoy.
This has been a real gutty effort for Whitmarsh, because I tell you, his tank was out of gas at the end of the second match in this pool play, and he has responded in this third match and played great volley, great blocking, and great sighting out.
His team lost 15-11 to Johnson and Fonoy. Ball dug up out of bounds into the stands.
Fonoimoana, though, even when he's not digging the ball, he's in the right spot, and it's ricocheting off his arms, and he's just in the zone right now. He's confident, and he's moving well in the court. He's reading the hitters well, and just playing great volleyball.
Adam Johnson serving, his team down by 7. He is working on them, and once again, that ball right into the hands of Johnson. Whitmarsh hits a lot of balls that kind of sail, and you get your hands up. You'll get your hands on some of them, but you got to make them come up.
That's true. He hits a lot of deep balls, and again, maybe a skill that Adam could use a little work on is digging those balls over his head, because he gets a lot of opportunities, and he hasn't been coming up with too many.
Here comes Loyola. Wow, what a shot by Jose Loyola. Whitmarsh was there, and he can't believe it how he missed it.
Now that was sizzling the pits.
Wow.
That was a trap set.
That was lighting him on fire with butane.
I mean, this set is such a trap set, and Jose just snaps it and hits it on about the 3-foot line.
Whitmarsh just shaking his head. Where'd that baby go? Down the line, Loyola guessed right. Chance for a point here. Jose up high. Missed it. And he kicks it out of bounds. That might be a yellow card. Watch the referee.
That could be a red card.
If it's out of play, it's going to be a red card, and it is a red card. So that's a point. That's going to be a point for Whitmarsh. Explain the rule, Mike.
Well, the rule is when you kick a ball in anger, it can't go out of the playing area outside the banners of the court. And the ball barely went outside the banners, but a rule is a rule. And that's just something you don't want to do, especially at a point like this. But it shows the frustration that Jose Loyola is experiencing.
The boot goes out, the point is awarded when we come back. Whitmarsh and Fonoy serving for the match. Back at the Hard Rock Hotel and Casino, this is the first match point for Eric Fonoimoana and Mike Whitmarsh. They came in as underdogs, and they're going out as top dogs.
What a great performance by Mike Whitmarsh. He was tired as a dog. He had a rough first match. He came back to win the game, and you know.
And they are booing Jose Loyola for kicking the ball out of bounds.
You know, he's just very frustrated. I know how bad he wants it. He trained all winter long. He felt he was ready to try to regain his throne. You know, now it's not going to happen.
So the 1997 King of the Beach is gone from the competition. And there will be a new king this year in Las Vegas, Nevada. And we pick it up with Karch and Canyon leading 6-2. Here was a chance for another point for Karch and Canyon. And they would get it. Going on 2 was Canyon. And that made it 7-2. A little bit later, it was 8-3. Canyon Ceman serving. Fonoimoana getting a lot of serves. And Canyon digging well. It was up to Karai to put it away, and he did. That made it 9-3. Karai and Ceman were humming. Moments later, it was 10-4. Karch serving. Utilizing the floater, working on Fonoimoana. Oh, wasn't he working on Fonoy? the stuff block, and then it was 11-4. So Karai and Ceman definitely in control. Later, Karch was serving at 13-5.
Get up, come on, get up!
Canyon was blocked, but it didn't matter. Canyon would get it back. Could he put it away? Yes, he could. And it was 14-5, so Karai and Ceman were looking great. Then it was 14-6. Match point, Canyon serving. Karch and Canyon had played great, and this was a topper. A little explosion off the deck for Canyon Ceman. And match one was in the books. Karai and Ceman winning easily, 15-6. The updated standings, Karch, Canyon, and Fonoy all still have a chance to be the king of the beach. Mike Whitmarsh mathematically eliminated. Getting ready now for match two. Mike Whitmarsh and Karch Karai against Eric Fonoimoana and Canyon Ceman. Keep in mind that Mike Whitmarsh has been eliminated from the individual competition. As we pick up the start of the match, and it was a good start for Canyon Ceman and Eric Fonoimoana. As Whitmarsh and Karch gave up the first point. It was 1-0, Canyon serving again. And Fonoy was up high, 2-0. 3-0. And Fonoimoana and Ceman were sizzling. Now keep in mind, if Karch were to lose this match, he would be eliminated from King of the Beach competition. And then it would be down to Ceman and Fonoy. So Karai and Whitmarsh trying to right the ship, but we're having trouble. 4-1 our score at that point. Eric Fonoimoana was serving. He was having a great day. In fact, a great 3 days. Right down the middle, the husband and wife ace. No communication for Whitmarsh and Karch. A little bit later, Karch was serving, his team down 7-1. And he whips up the ace. So the first signs of life from Karai and Whitmarsh. That made it 7-2. But Canyon would get the ball back, and he would ace to make it 8-2. So the youngsters were handing it to the old guys at the moment. 9-3 at this point. Eric Fonoimoana shirt off, pounding away, and they were working on Karch. Fonoy had the dig. Canyon went and got it. Karch and Whitmarsh trying to hang in there. Canyon, no problem. That made it 10-3. Karch was in trouble. Minutes later, Canyon and Eric went to the bench, still ahead, 10-5. Could they hang on?
Hard Rock Hotel and Casino. The Swatch King of the Beach Invitational. Capacity crowd. Karch Karai fighting for his life in match two. Karch is 5 points away from elimination. He and his partner Mike Whitmarsh trying to come back on the kids. Fonoimoana and Canyon Ceman. Tentative hit there. Karch looking for a point, and he gets it. There you go. So the kids may be tightening up just a bit as the pressure being applied.
Sometimes the biggest fear is the fear of winning. You know, you get that lead and the kids go, oh my goodness, one of us are going to be the king. And they stop playing their game. They stop doing what had gotten them to that point.
10-6 now. Canyon. And Canyon very tentative, and he gets blocked again.
Whitmarsh up and over. And you can just see it. The kids are starting to think.
Fans anticipating a comeback. Fonoimoana and Ceman led 10-3. It is now 10-7. Canyon, Ceman, and Fonoy tightening up just a bit. Canyon whacks it hard off Whitmarsh, out of bounds. Karai and Whit were dead early, but they have come back and getting a little momentum now.
Seems like as soon as the sun dipped behind the clouds, Whitmarsh and Karai started to make their run.
Now the big question for Karai and Whitmarsh, can they side out a few times? Can they put the ball down? Going to Whitmarsh. Fonoy has a chance for a point. Fonoy! Karch digs him right back. Karch on the right. Karch dribbles it. Fonoy dives. Canyon got it.
what you call volleyball at its best. You've got everything in this rally. To me, the play is right here. Karai, one-armed lip, dropping back. He thinks it's got it down when it goes off the net, and Fonoy with a great up. And Ceman finishes it with the ball.
I think it is the end of the match, because on the ensuing play they get another point, and now it is 12-7. Moments ago, tense action at 10-7, but then the play, the dig, the rally, and Fonoimoana and Canyon Ceman breathing easier. They've got a 12-7 lead, looking for 13, bombs away.
I think you're right on the money, Chris. That big rally ended the Karai Whitmarsh comeback and gave the kids that breath of fresh air to relax and play their game, and they've been rolling ever since.
Breath of fresh air and an oxygen mask. Fonoy and Canyon in command. 13-8.
We're basically back to where we started. These guys need to side out, Whitmarsh and Karai.
Nobody.
Off on Whitmarsh. Can't dig him. Mistake serving Whitmarsh at this juncture.
Well, they've had a lot of success with both of them. Karch has been taping balls, but they've been digging Whitmarsh as well. So at least they got that serve in, and I think right now that's what they want to do more than anything else.
Whitmarsh stuffs one. And it's 13-9.
You'll see after the block, Canyon goes right to Fonoy and says, "My fault, that set's too tight."
So the lead is now just 4. Karch serving. Fonoy, Karch has it, Whitmarsh tugging, can't get there.
Well, we said earlier he could get there.
Whitmarsh realizing this is a critical junction in this game. He's pretty fast for a big guy, isn't he?
He is quick as a cat and very athletic. And sometimes he's stuck up there at the net so often people don't realize just how athletic he is. But I know I used to dig balls all over the place, and he would get to them, and I would be amazed.
So Canyon Ceman.
This is a big side out because Whitty took that long run.
Do you serve him?
I think so.
Canyon misses another one. So if Canyon and Fonoy had a coach right now, the coach would probably say, get the next one in, boys.
Well, especially since they've missed 3 out of the last 4.
Whitmarsh and Karai trying to close it up here. They're down by 4. Canyon, boy, he did a good jump on that one and slammed it through. But he's got a really heavy arm swing, doesn't he?
He hits as hard as any player on our tour. He hits exactly what you said, Chris, a heavy ball.
Fonoy serving.
Over.
Canyon Ceman blocking.
Again, Chris, sometimes it's better to be lucky than good. He blocks high off Canyon, and it just barely tips the end of the line. But good enough for the point.
First game point coming up right here. They'll go to Karch. Try to lock it up right here. Canyon has a chance right here. Canyon, no! He can't converse. Good play by Canyon getting off the net. Whitmarsh makes that play really well, too.
Whitmarsh is the best at it, and Canyon's been playing with him for a few tournaments, and he's starting to learn. That was a fantastic effort. Tried to finish it with some heat. Might have wanted to take a little bit off it and cuff it down the line, but they're still at 14 and in great shape.
Cuffing at point game. Come on, Mike. Karch, too long.
Tim Hovland used to say, if you're going to hit, hit. If you're going to dink, hit anyway.
Of course, Tim Hovland, Mike Dodd's longtime partner of just over 10 years. Now Canyon, second chance at game point. God, he served another one over that. Unbelievable. So Canyon with 3 straight into the bottom of the net. Boy, if I'm his partner now, I say, look, just roll it in over to Karch and see what he's got.
I think so.
14-9 though. Still in control. Good pickup by Fonoimoana. Karch has a dig. To get to 10, Karch on the left. Oh, right to Canyon. Canyon rocks it over.
I think there's another one that Karch would like to take over again. He thought he had Ceman stuck up there at the net and he could just do an easy lob down the line, and it didn't work for Karch. Here it comes right here.
Not seeing him back off there?
Yeah, not seeing him, just one of those plays I think that you'd like to just have it back.
Another game point for Fonoimoana and Ceman. This could be it right here. Fonoimoana for the win. That's going to be it. They call a net on Karch, and it is over.
Karch doesn't do that unless he honestly didn't think he did. He was up so high on that play, it was probably his shorts that got the net.
So Karch Karai has been eliminated from holding the title of King of the Beach, and Eric Moana and Canyon Ceman will battle it out in match 3 for the title of King of the Beach. One match to decide which man will be the King of the Beach. Capacity crowd here right outside the Hard Rock Hotel and Casino in Las Vegas, Nevada. On one side of the court, Ken Steffes and Canyon Ceman. And right here, we're looking at Eric Fonoimoana, red trunks, white tank, black hat, backwards. And of course, his partner, Karch Karai. Canyon Ceman was playing with Mike Whitmarsh. Whitmarsh, back spasms, cannot continue, so he enlists Kent Steffes, one of the great winners in the history of the sport. They played together yesterday and played very well, winning a 15-8 match. Now the question is, can Steffes bring Canyon home for the King of the Beach title? So here we go. 25-year-old Canyon Ceman will serve it up. Born June 21st in Manhattan Beach, California, graduate of Stanford. His 6th year. He's got 2 wins on tour, one with Dane Blanton and the other with Mike Whitmarsh.
Interesting, you have Ceman and Fonoimoana vying for the King of the Beach title, both graduates of Maricosta High School, Manhattan Beach locals.
Karai and Steffes are the supporting players in this drama. And Karch cut shot, nicely done. So the 4-time King of the Beach, Karch Karai, is going to try to usher that man, Eric Fonoimoana, to the King crown. Fonoimoana, has not won a tournament in over 3 years. His only win in Baltimore in 1994.
Well, if you're going to win big, and this is going to be huge if you can come up with the King of the Beach.
Fonoimoana serving. Pretty good one. Wind is howling. And Canyon hits it into the net. Good side, bad side.
So I don't think there is one right now. They're great jump serves are going both ways right now.
1-0, Fonoimoana and Karai. Canyon going down the line. So Canyon gets the kill off a pretty good set by Kent Steffes. Now Steffes, who is 29 years old, he turns 30 in June. 6'4", 210. Graduate of UCLA. Fonoimoana taking a look, and Steffes can't handle it.
Kent was in the perfect position defensively, just didn't get his hands in the right position.
Karch Karai, 37 years old. He'll be 38 in November. Born in Jackson, Michigan, now living and training in San Clemente, California. Canyon booms it. Canyon been playing well, especially today.
And that was a perfect set from his partner, Ken Steffes. He's on his offside. He's used to being a right side player. He's playing the left today and giving Canyon a perfect set.
Canyon Ceman serving. His team trailing 1-0. Working on Fonoimoana. And Fonoimoana popping cross court. Eric is 28 years old, well put together, 6'3", 205 pounds. Born, lives, trains Manhattan Beach, California. Remember, once again, it's individual competition. Fonoimoana and Canyon Ceman, the 2 players that have a chance to win the King of the Beach.
Canyon. And Canyon got the outside of the line.
Another great bump set from Ken Steffes back over his head. Those little plays that help save your partner make a difference.
So Ken Steffes with his partner Canyon Ceman at the net. 1-0 is our score. So far, very good passing by both teams. Fonoimoana gets it through.
Ceman just a little late getting over and penetrating the net on that block. Not quite pressing over. Interesting, you got Steffes on the left side and he hasn't seen a serve yet.
Maybe testing a setting pause in the wind.
Here we go.
First attempt for Kent on the left. And who touched the net? It was Steffes, and Karai and Fonoimoana get another point.
Ceman with an uncharacteristic bump set. And he bumped him a little too close to the net, can't follow through into the net.
Karch, jumper coming. His team up 2-0. Serving his former partner. Kent slicing cross court. So Kent Steffes called out of the alternate role. He was up in his hotel room watching a basketball game when he got the word that Whitmarsh could not continue. Hustled on down, ate a sandwich, loosened up the wing, and here he is.
How nice, you know, you're in your room.
2-0 our score. Good bump set, Fonoimoana tapping down the line. Another great bump.
Great bump set by Karch. What a nice feeling. You're sitting in your room watching a little TV. You get the call, hey, Ken, how about coming down and playing a friendly game of volleyball and maybe picking up $10,000 in the process?
Of course, that is the motivation for Kent Steffes and Karch Karai, winner of this match. Each individual will receive $10,000. Loser gets zipped. Canyon bounces one off the tape. So theoretically, the first place prize money of $40,000 goes to the King of the Beach. Whoever wins this is going to be the King of the Beach, so he's going to get another $10,000. So $50,000 riding on this game for the winning player. Kent serving, and serving his former partner, Karch. Karch over the top, Kent has it. Chance for a point here. Steffes, and he's blocked.
So far, every mistake that Karch has made, he's come back and made a better play after that. At the first play of the game, he shanked past and made a great shot. Here he comes back and makes a great block.
Karch, one of the great winners in the history of the sport. His winning span stretches for 19 years, which is an all-time record. And Steffes pounds it down. Karch won his first tournament in 1979. He has won all the way through 1997. And that is the greatest span in history. Mike Dodd, you have a great span. I think you're at about 17 years. Ron Lang is 17 years, and a few of the greats. But Karch
is also motivated in this match in that if he wins big,
right,
with a big point differential, he can move from third place to second place. And again, a big jump in prize money.
Karch and Fonoimoana would have to win 15-9 for Karch to finish second. Difference in first, second, third, and fourth. First place, 40 grand. Second place, 20 grand. Third place, 15. Fourth place, 10. So significant cash as Canyon spins up an ace. And that makes it 2-1.
This is a new wrinkle for Canyon. Watch, he doesn't bring the big heat. He takes a little off and cuffs it short.
Karch told me last year he thought that Canyon's jump serve was the hardest to handle on tour because of the power. Here comes Karch. Great pickup by Fonoimoana. Chance to save a point, and he does.
All you can say about this is beach volleyball at its absolute highest level. Great block by Steffes and an even better cover by Eric Fonoimoana.
So the score remains 2-1. Karai and Fonoimoana with the early lead. Kent took a look and he crunches it cross court. Kent Steffes has made over $2,200,000 in his career. He won $273 last year. Going against his former partner. They won 77 tournaments together. Second most of all time to St. John Smith and Randy Stokos, who's 115. Down the line. Canyon had a look at it.
Just couldn't control the ball.
What's the key in controlling when you're coming off the net?
Well, you want to try to pop that ball straight up. and give your other partner a chance to come over and give you a set. That ball just went straight forward, and Kent didn't have a chance to get at the ball.
2-1 our score. Karch serving. We're working on Canyon. Canyon cut into the net. Was that a tired play?
I think that was a trip. You know, he was making his approach, and I think his feet kind of tripped over each other. Again, another perfect set from Ken Steffes. Ceman just kind of stumbled on his way in, and
Yeah, he sure did. You're exactly right, Mike. He stepped in a hole.
I don't think he's tired.
Now he's going to get a lot of serves. They'll test him. And Canyon bangs it out of bounds. So early on, Karai and Eric Fonoimoana have the lead at 4-1. Karai and Fonoimoana have gotten off to a very, very good start on Ken Steffes and Canyon Ceman. Fonoi's been hustling. Steffes taps it over. Ken Steffes called out of the alternate role to replace an injured Mike Whitmarsh, who was suffering back spasms, in with Canyon Ceman. Ceman got a couple of early serves and did not look good in that opening stanza, and his team trailing 4-1.
And you notice Karch float served and ran up and blocked on that last play.
Canyon Ceman with the jump serve error. Last September in the FIVB tournament in Westwood, California, UCLA, Canyon and Whitmarsh went to the final, and Canyon did get tired at the end of that match and had some definite hitting and serving problems. See if he can shake it off here. Eric Fonoimoana serving. Fonoy with a dig. 4-1, looking for 5. Steffes cannot be retrieved.
There's a great lesson to be learned from this play. Watch Eric Fonoimoana. Sometimes when you make a great defensive play, you get in such a hurry to the net that you run underneath the ball. Watch Eric. He keeps the ball behind him on this so he can put a little heat on it. And point for Fonoimoana.
Great crowd on hand here at the Swatch King of the Beach Invitational, right outside the Hard Rock Hotel and Casino, Las Vegas Sand. Eric Fonoimoana battling Canyon Ceman for the title of the King of the Beach. And right now, Fonoimoana looks good. If Canyon Ceman can't get his game together, Fonoy is going to put that crown on very quickly.
Still quite early.
5-1 our score. Karai and Fonoy are ahead.
Over.
Eric Fonoimoana.
That set was a little tight. Canyon's got to reach onto the ball and not take the area at that point. Left the line open, and Fonoy made him pay.
5-1. Here comes Canyon. Karch with the rejection. So Karai and Fonoimoana have the formula at the moment.
And you can see the frustration in Canyon Ceman. Fonoy jump serving him, Karai float serving him, taking the angle, and that's a great block. Great cover by Steffes, but not up high enough for Ceman to get the ball.
No doubt they sense weakness in Canyon right now. That's the only way. They want to get the ball to Canyon as many times as they can. 6-1 is our score.
Great move by Karch at this point, too. Fonoimoana has been playing such great defense that Karch says, okay, I'll go up and do the blocking.
Canyon with the serve. Working on Karch. Karch against Kent, and he gets it through. So Karch Karai, who is second on the all-time list with 130 wins. He's 9 behind the all-time leader, St. John Smith. 77 with Kent, 21 with Smith, 9 with Frohoff, 8 with Akatubby, 4 with AJ, 3 with Mike Dodd back in the 80s. Just some of the men that Karch has won with. And that's going to be a lift as Eric Fonoimoana and Karch Karai continue to apply pressure, now 7-1.
Up to this point, Kent's been setting perfectly, and this one was just way too tight.
You know, Kent may be trying to pinpoint it there so that Canyon can get a kill. And there's a serving mistake. They go to Kent. And Kent puts it away. You've talked about that a lot, Mike. When you got a guy on the ropes, you serve him, pummel him until his tongue hangs out.
Fonoy probably just feeling his oats a little bit, decided to just give it a good whack, and gave up a little bit of his direction.
And giving a break to Canyon Ceman, who was struggling. So Kent Steffes will serve. Steffes 12 wins with Jose Loyola last year after splitting up with Karch Karai. Good serve, ace.
It's interesting. You have the role of the potential kings, and you also have the role of the guys that are going to take them to the crown. And I don't think you'd find two better guys than Karch Karai and Kent Steffes to be in what must be for them a different role than what they're used to.
Supporting actors at the Academy Awards of beach volleyball.
Exactly.
Here comes Fonoy, he's off the net, and Kent has the dig. Chance for point here. Kent on the right. Got pretty good wood on it, but Karch was there. Boy, they know each other really well. Oh, Canyon picks it up. To go to three, he does. A big series of plays there for Canyon Ceman and partner Kent Steffes. Down 7-1, they score a couple, and they're right back in it. We'll come back to the Hard Rock Hotel and Casino. More of the King of the Beach after this. The final match, Kent Steffes and his partner Canyon Ceman, trailing 7-3 to Karch Karai and Eric Fonoimoana. Fonoimoana and Ceman, the only two that have a chance to win the King of the Beach. Canyon got the block. Karch was there to pick it up. And Karch tumbers one cross court.
You had a play earlier in the match where Karai, or Fonoimoana covered for Karai, and now turnabout's fair play. Great cover by Karch Karai.
Something that's often overlooked in beach volleyball, spiker coverage. Kent trying to tap, and Karch stuffs him. So now it is 8-3, and Fonoimoana and Karai doing very, very well on the left side of the court.
Exactly. Karch giving up the jump serve altogether, floaty and block.
Kent tapping it down the line. Not a bad idea if you're blocking all the time. You're getting some points with the float serve. Why waste your energy?
The wind's really starting to whip around right now. I think it bounces actually off the Hard Rock Hotel.
Nice placement. So Canyon will serve. His team down by 5. Once again, it's a game to 15. Karch off Kent, out of bounds.
Karch and Fonoy looking very steady right now in the side-out game.
Karch Karai, who will team with Adam Johnson to start the 1998 AVP season. And now gives the ball to Fonoimoana, who will serve. Canyon, cut shot, missed it. Cutting hard out of bounds. Eric Fonoimoana, as we mentioned, has not won in over 3 years. That's his longtime girlfriend, Eliza. And she has her fingers crossed that this will be the day, the big payday. Part of the big crowd here at the Hard Rock Hotel and Casino. Chris Marlowe and Mike Dodd, Eric Fonoimoana, Karch Karai, Mike Fonoy down the middle. And Eric Fonoimoana now just 5 points away from becoming the King of the Beach. And we've got a yellow card issued to Canyon Ceman for unsportsmanlike conduct.
Well, he's been making unforced errors. He's now screaming at the ref. He thought Karch had a touch on that block, and I don't think it was even close.
Canyon and Kent Steffes struggling. They need a timeout in a big way. 11-3. So a lot of pressure on Canyon Ceman right now. I think Steffes has played all right. Canyon has not been on his A game, however.
He has been playing flawless throughout the whole final day, but in this big final match, he's been making a lot of unforced errors. Cutting the ball into net, hitting balls out.
And serving the ball out. So Eric Fonoimoana with an 11-3 lead. Down the line, ace! Fonoy on fire. Timeout, 12-3, as Fonoy is closing in. Chris Marlowe and Mike Dodd. Eric Fonoimoana and Canyon Ceman, the only 2 players that have a chance to be King of the Beach. And Eric Fonoimoana has been the man. He is close to being the king. He has been gobbling up everything. And he puts another one away. So now, Eric Fonoimoana, red trunks, white tank top, black hat, only 2 points away.
Another great anticipation by Fonoimoana on defense and delivering the word to pay off.
Steffes and Canyon Ceman trying to hang in there. It has not been a good performance for this particular team. They played so well on day 2, but they have not been able to rekindle that magic.
A lot of that has to do to Karai and Fonoimoana. They're just playing flawlessly right now.
3-13. That's the deficit. Eric Fonoimoana is feeling it. Once again, his last win in Baltimore with Scott Akatubby in 1994. Hard serving. Relentless work on Canyon Ceman. Canyon with the blast, his best hit of the match. You never know when things can turn around.
We saw a couple little comebacks in the earlier part of the final match, and let's see if Ceman and Steffes can pull one more off.
Canyon. He has not been able to get the jump serve working. I don't know if someone said something to him in the crowd, and Canyon clearly frustrated with what's going on today. Eric Fonoimoana will serve it, leading 13-3. Chance for another point here. Karch, yes. And so here we go.
Again, Karai, he sees the bad pass, he drops off. You know he's going to gobble up those balls on defense. And here we go. Fonoimoana, I got to tell you, he is tingling all over right now. He is a bundle of nerves.
He's got a standing ovation to be the king of the beach. Steffes puts it away. The crowd sits down. You could feel that Eric Fonoimoana was the sentimental favorite coming in after playing in the qualifier, playing extra matches.
You know, Chris, you've been there before. When you're 1 point away from winning any Open, it's a neat feeling that you have going through your body. Eric's, multiply that by 10 to win the King of the Beach.
Arch puts it away. No! Steffes got it up. Excuse me. Now the ball went down. Thought that ball hit sand. Apparently not. Steffes digging in.
It up.
So now the second chance for Eric Fonoimoana, prowling the net at the moment. His partner, Karai, will serve.
Karai says, get back. Let me take over the net.
Steffes. Fonoi's got it up. And he bumps it over. Canyon. Karch has got it. Karch can give Fonoimoana the title. No! Steffes blocks him back. I tell you what, that's not the way to win it. Fonoi wants to get a bomb.
Fonoi wants to deliver.
Set him back.
There might be some justice there. It's looking like Fonoi's going to win this match for sure. Now it's just a matter of how they're going to win it. They're still playing great defense, picking up every ball.
14-3. And that ball rolled in.
Again, there's the frustration you see in Canyon Ceman. He's just been one step off, one pinch off. He's just, he's frustrated, but he hasn't had his A game in this big.
Third chance for Eric Fonoimoana. Going on 2, and Ken Steffes puts it away. So 3 chances for Eric Fonoimoana to become the Swatch king of the beach.
Crowd's starting to get a good workout going up and down off their seats.
Of course, if you're on the other side right now, you're just trying to get a point, get 1 point. Ken serves Karch. Also a good supporting story. If the score stays this way, Karch will finish second, and he'll take home second place prize money. So he has gone all out.
And what a deserving second place finish. He's battled. His shoulder's great. He's got to be happy with how things have turned out.
4th chance for Eric Fonoimoana to put away this match and become the king of the beach. And it's off Karch, so give credit to Canyon, who's hanging on. He knows he's not playing well, but he's still swinging. Kind of like your MO, Mike. I've seen you in these situations, not a lot, but when you get way down, you keep punching away because you never know what can happen. That can happen.
I tell you, Canyon has had so much difficulty on this north side of the court. It seems like he's been missing serves all day from that side of the court, really.
Crowd is up once again for Eric Fonoimoana. Can he put it away with an ace? Nope, working on Canyon.
He's got the dig to become the king of the beach. Eric Fonoimoana, he is the king!
Oh, my goodness. There's Eliza, ecstatic. Probably more relieved than ecstatic. I know that the girlfriends and the wives go through a lot of emotional turmoil up there. And there's
One more look at how Eric Fonoimoana becomes king. He does it with a dig. He gets a sweet set from his partner, Karai, and then boom-ba. And tribute from the former king, Karai. Now time to receive the winner's trophy and hardware from Swatch.
Ladies and gentlemen, from Team Swatch and Team Speedo, your 1998 King of the Beach, Eric Fonoimoana. Eric Fonoimoana, forever to be called king.
The final standings, Eric Fonoimoana finishes first and pockets $72,000. Karch is second, and he goes home with 46. Canyon Ceman, a big payday, 41. Mike Whitmarsh is fourth at $13,000.